गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां. We belong to the Shankaracharya Sampradaya, and Shankaracharya himself is the avatar of Lord Shiva, and we are going to his abode. So we are looking at the scriptures declare the attainment of higher and eternal worlds through various kinds of yajnas for the Dvija, the twice born, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya. The Vedas declare them to be the ultimate attainment for man. Even knowing this well, why do the wise ones not take refuge in karma? If you have ever seen the texts of the Vedas, you know the composition of it. 70% of the Vedas are karma kanda. They do this, you will get that. Do this, you will get that. Do this, you will get that. 25% of the Vedas is upasana, where all the suktams, rudram, all this comes. And 5% of the Vedas is Upanishads, maybe even less, maybe 1%. They are Upanishads. So minimum. Majority people go after karma kand. Majority of the people go after puja, archa, everything. Because they don't have to do. Someone is doing it, it's fine. They don't want to think. In Upanishads, you have to think. You have to apply it on yourself. But when it comes to japa, when it comes to rudram, also a lot of people go. So here the student, Dhritarashtra, he has studied the Vedas under his teacher. And he is asking, if the composition of the Vedas is majority karma kand, then why the wise people who have realized the truth, who are abiding in the truth, why do they not follow the karma path? This is the question here. Why do they renounce karma? Why do they go beyond karma? This is the doubt in Dhritarashtra's mind. Sanat Sujata Uvacha Evam hya vidvanupayati tatra tatrartha jatam cha vadanti vedaha saneha ayati paramatma prayati margena nihantya margan. Come in. Sanat Sujata ji said, in this manner, the ignorant ones alone are attracted towards karma, and for them the Vedas have suggested many reasons. Now this is it's like a shock to some of the karma kandis that Sanat Sujata ji is saying, we are not saying it. It's not in my mouth, these words are not coming. What is saying? The ignorant ones alone are attracted towards karma kanda. And towards karma, and for them Vedas have suggested many reasons, and it is okay if they are coming. What did we say karma kanda is for? You remember? What is the reason for karma kanda? All the activities? Chitta shuddhyartham, for purifying your mind. What do you purify your mind from? From all the memories and regrets and guilts of the past. Memories of the past, the subconscious impressions, and expectations of the future. And in the present, what is coming? Excitement. That also has to be given up. So, however, the wise one is never interested in them. He is indeed one with the supreme reality, and therefore by this path of knowledge contradicts the wrong ways of karma and upasana. Then why do we follow karma and upasana? This is the question. If they are the wrong ways, then wise people are not following it because it is the wrong way. Then why are we following it? I'm asking this question. Why are we following karma and upasana?
It's a pathway.
Huh?
It's a pathway.
Correct. It's a pathway as long as we are identified with the body. The moment body identification drops as a result of purification, this is in the relative sphere, immediately your interest, your attraction, your obsession, your commitment to all this drops away. Then you will ask, why is Shankaracharya in Sringeri or Kanchipuram, why they are realized masters, why are they doing puja archa? He does the Chandra Maulishwara puja every day. That is for, he is at a post. He is in a position. He is the pontiff of the Shankaracharya Peeth. He has to be an example. And he is following that. So that if he gives up, then everyone will say, we will also give up. And then if they give up, neither they are contemplating on the Upanishads or the Lord, and nor they are doing the karma or upasana. So then they will be lost completely. And therefore, as an example, it is done here. But here we are not here to judge or tell why they are doing it. They have their reasons. Here we have to understand that the one who is one with the supreme reality, he does not go with the karma and upasana because he is disidentified from the body. When I say the body, body also means body and mind and breath. Because body means gross body, subtle body, causal body. This constitutes the body. Gross body is this gross body, subtle body is breath and mind and intellect, and or intellect we can use it as causal body. In another words, it is told Annamaya Kosh, Pranmaya Kosh, Manomaya Kosh, Vijnanmaya Kosh and Anandamaya Kosh. Same thing is in another way told. Waking state, dream state and deep sleep state. So your gross body functions in the waking state, subtle body functions in the deep sleep state, and the causal body functions in the deep sleep. Gross body functions in the waking state, subtle body functions in the dream state, and the causal body functions in the deep sleep state. So everything is quantified and worked out by the scriptures and the masters who are explaining them. So when he says like this, Sanat Sujata ji, Dhritarashtra has another question. Dhritarashtra uvacha Kosau niyungte tamajam puranam sachedidam sarvamanukramena kim vasya karyam athava sukham cha tanme vidvan bruhi sarvam yathavata. Dhritarashtra said, if the Supreme Self alone has become everything, then under whose lordship and authority is this unborn eternal self engaged, and for what purpose? If the self remains uninvolved, what can make him miserable? O wise ones, please explain to me in detail. You may not have asked this question. Dhritarashtra has reached that point where he has reached the height of frustration. Whole family is gone, the kingdom is gone. And you will feel this frustration when you are walking. Believe me, you will. And that time you remember this, that who is functioning through you? Are you functioning? Are you walking? Are you feeling tired? Are you exhausted? Or is it the body which is exhausted? But body cannot think, then who can get exhausted? Mind is exhausted, but mind doesn't exist. Nobody has seen the mind ever. But then, who is this functioning through us? It's the spirit. But then the question is, spirit is eternal. Spirit is all powerful. Then why am I feeling tired? Let me think of him only then. And suddenly a spurt of energy will come when you think in this manner. When you become at that point, I am thinking for you right now. in whichever way, whether through japa, whether through breath, whether through walking step by step, you are totally single pointed and all your energy is depleted and you want to go further. That's the moment of transformation. And many people who have come with me have experienced that. So here he is saying, if the Supreme Self alone has become everything, if ocean alone has become all the waves, if gold has alone become all the ornaments, if mud alone has become all the pots, I'm taking it with example now. If the Supreme Self alone has become everything, then under whose lordship and authority, under whose power and control is this unborn eternal self engaged? What is that power which is making that Supreme Self behave or express as the many waves? What is that power which is making the ocean appear as many waves and express through it? What is that power which is making the mud express in and through all the pots and so on? What is that power? When we take pots, you will say, oh, there is a pot maker. When you think of gold, you will think there is a jeweler. But when it comes to the Supreme Self, the pure consciousness, the Ishvara, then who is beyond the Ishvara? Because if you take, someone is making, if this body is functioning because of the breath, breath is functioning because of the mind is functioning because of the intellect, the eye is functioning because there is life within this body. I is the reflected consciousness of the pure consciousness in the intellect. That pure consciousness is nothing but the paramatma. So here there is cause and effect. One is the effect of the other. But who is making that paramatma, that Ishvara, that Supreme Self to express as many? What prompted him? Who ordered him? That is the question Dhritarashtra is asking. You may not have ever asked that question. And for what purpose he is making that one appear as many? Yeah, majedar. Under whose compulsion or authority are you expressing as many? You and you, all of male and female, man and woman. How you are expressing many? You are one man, but you are expressing as father, the son, the husband, the uncle, the grandfather, the etc., etc., isn't it? So what made you to express as many? And you believe, I am the father, I am the son, I have got these duties as a husband, I have got these duties as a father, etc., etc., etc. So here you can find out the reason. Have you ever sat down and asked, what is making me behave as a father? Father is a non-entity. Husband is a non-entity. They are only imaginations in our mind. But we have taken them. We will not go into that. What is making that one ocean to appear as many waves? What is that power which is dictating, which is authorizing the ocean to appear as many waves? Valid question, Dhritarashtra. And he's then saying, if the self remains uninvolved, if we say the example here I'll give you, self remains uninvolved. How? Just like the sun remains uninvolved. You cannot say, because there is sunset and sunrise, therefore there is a sun. Sun is independent of all sunsets and sunrises, isn't it? Gold is independent of all the ornaments. Whether there is an ornament or no ornament, gold is independent. Whether there is a wave or no wave, ocean continues to be ocean, isn't it? Exactly the same way. This self, this eternal consciousness, here he says, if the self remains, it is uninvolved. How it is uninvolved? What can make him miserable? If the self cannot be miserable and I am the self, then why am I feeling miserable? Why am I feeling sick? Why am I having the altitude sickness? Why am I hungry? Why I'm having a light head? Why do I have a desire to go to Charan Sparsh? Why do I want to do this pilgrimage? Why do I want to get married? Why do I want to have children? Why do I want to be a sannyasi? All things are why? What is the purpose? If the eternal self in each one of us, it is independent of the gross, subtle and causal body, of all its expressions, then what is the purpose of it? What is the purpose of ocean appearing as many waves? Please explain to me in detail. What a wonderful question. Answer. Sanat Sujata Uvacha Dosho Mahanatra Vibheda Yoge Yanadi Yoge Na Bhavanti Nityaha Tathasya Nadhikyam Apaiti Kinchid Anadi Yoge Na Bhavanti Pumsaha. Sanat Sujata ji said, it is a great mistake indeed to associate multiplicity in the non-dual self. This is the mistake that human being makes. It is a mistake to say that ocean has become many waves. It is a mistake to say that the gold has become many ornaments. But Swamiji, just now you said it, it's for your understanding. But now you take the position, before we were speaking from individual point of view. Individual wave is saying ocean alone is appearing as many waves. Individual ornament is saying gold is appearing as many ornaments, because they went to study scriptures. So we are that individual who is studying the scripture and saying that one Ishvara became many. Sanat Sujata ji said, if you look at it from the water's point of view, ocean's point of view, ocean has never become many. He is always the same. The gold has never become many. His vision is vision of oneness. Ekameva dvitiya. Nanasti kinchana. Do you feel when you, even though you appear as, you express as many roles in your life, but when you come to be the human being, do you feel that you have become many? You always say, I am playing many roles. I am having many thoughts. I am not able to sleep because of too many thoughts. But someone is saying that, no? Someone is observing that. That is the untouched principle. So here he is saying, it is a great mistake indeed to associate multiplicity in the non-dual self. Just like we cannot associate day and night on the sun. Because there is day and night, therefore there is sun, or there is sun, the sun himself is expressing as day and night. Not true. Not possible. It is in association. Now the answer he is giving you. Why the ocean appears as many waves. Now he is giving. It is in association with Maya that there are many beginningless souls. So that Ishvara has become so many beings. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we have 13, 14 of us. So that one alone has appeared as many. Under whose compulsion? Under not even compulsion. Because of whom? Because of the Maya. Maya is what? Here we are not talking about ignorance. We are talking about Maya. What is that Maya? That Maya is that power, that Yoga Shakti, that inherent power which makes one appear as many. Just like, we'll just take one simple example. It is that Maya, we'll call it the name breeze, makes the ocean appear as many waves. Correct? If there is no breeze, there is no wave. Immediately the ocean becomes calm. So here he says, it is in association with Maya. So that Paramashiva, our Jnaneshwar Maharaj says, that Paramashiva, its nature is to appear as Shiva Shakti. Its nature is to appear as Shiva Shakti. But when he appears first as Shiva Shakti, that Shakti is calm, that Shakti is silent, that Shakti is unmanifest, that Shakti is avyakta. Avyakta means unmanifest. So when there is unmanifest, the Shiva also has got no form. Form only comes when there is some disturbance. And then by nature, that Shakti, you also have the potential every morning. What is that power which makes your mind to appear as the dream every day? Can you pinpoint that power? But that potential is there within you, isn't it? What is that power which makes your eyes to express the vision and you can see the colors and forms? That power is there, no? What is that power which makes makes the vocal cords vibrate and sound to come out? There is some power. What is that power? What is that which you go to the gym and you exercise, and before you are a matchstick brand and suddenly you build up all the muscles? Where did those muscles come from? Outside? No, it is that potential was there within you. That potential to be a mother, a daughter, a sister, a wife, a grandmother, all this potential was within you. That's why it was able to express. That potential of a dream for the space, air, fire, water, earth, past, present, future, the memories of every person in the dream, the life of every person in the dream, the thoughts of every person in the dream, the breath of every person in the dream. For them, the potential must have been there in the mind. Therefore, that mind expressed as the total dream, isn't it? You are understanding what I am saying? Exactly same thing is happening in waking also. It is your mind which is expressing as the total creation, because the potential is there. And that potential, when it is unexpressed, it is called Maya. When it expressed, it is the expressed Maya, and the expressed Maya expresses as Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. Maya Shakti, when it manifests from silence, when it starts shaking, it expresses Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. The moment Sattva, Rajas, Tamas comes, immediately with Sattva, that Ishvara is called as Vishnu, with Rajas, that Ishvara is called as Brahmaji, and with Tamas, that Ishvara is called as the, kya naam hai? Shiva. So creation, maintenance, destruction, the drama begins. The moment wife comes in front of you, the husband begins, the husband-wife drama begins. And this is what is going on. The moment wife goes out of your, your mother call, mother is standing there, and you shift your attention to the mother, then the mother-son drama begins. Who is more important, mother or wife? लगे रहो फिर मुन्ना भाई. So big, and there are many beginningless souls. So we are all essentially eternal, making ourselves believe that we are mortal. And that mortality, the feeling of mortality is because we are identified with something that begins and ends in time. That is this body. Accept yourself. This is the opportunity going to Kailash. Accept yourself that you are the immortal one. Immortal soul is called as pure consciousness, the eternal self. This doesn't create any shortcoming in the glory of the infinite Brahman, because in association with the beginningless Maya, these many souls are manifested from this eternal self. Now, there are two beginningless things. The Paramatma is also beginningless, and his Maya is also, potentiality is also beginningless. Both are. Why? That one Paramashiva alone became Shiva Shakti. So, how can Shiva be beginningless and Shakti be finite? Shakti also has to be beginningless, no? Because one alone became the two. If you make two ornaments out of one gold nugget, both will be gold only. Both will be gold only. Similarly, if one Paramashiva is expressing naturally, that is his nature, as Shiva Shakti, then Shiva is eternal, Shakti is also eternal, unborn. This does not create any shortcoming in the glory of the infinite Brahman. What do you mean by this? If there is just like in the ocean, if many waves create, ocean does not reduce because many waves have created. If I have a glass of water and I suppose I have a gold and I take out ornament out of it, has gold become less? Gold continues to be gold, whether in the form of ornament or not in the form of ornament. If from ocean I take out some wave, we see some waves getting formed, has the ocean become less? And when the waves have merged back into the ocean, has the ocean become more? No. This is the mantra in our Upanishad. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. When the reality which is by nature complete, when from this complete reality something is created, meaning this creation, the reality continues to be complete, and that which has been created, I'm saying like this, nothing like that, but what is created is also complete. If a wave, the ocean is complete and the wave is also complete. How can wave be complete? When you are touching a wave, what are you touching? Water or ocean, whichever way you say. As a Ishvara, if you are a Bhakta, or as a Vedanti, water. Or a Gyan Marg, water. So what are you touching? You are touching the wave, but you are touching water. You are tasting the wave, but you are tasting the water. You are feeling the wave, but you are feeling the water or the ocean. So actually speaking, you are touching the original. But in your mind, you are believing that you are touching the wave, because your attention is on the name and form. So you are essentially eternal. You are interacting with eternity, space, air, fire, water, earth, plants, animals, human beings. But you believe, I think he's after me to take advantage of me. I think he's competing with me. I think he's purposely not giving me attention. I think he's a very nasty fellow. I think we go into all this rather than bringing our attention to the eternal principle. When we make these comments, where is our attention? On the separateness, not on the completeness. Can you have a sense of completeness by looking at the variety? No. You can have the sense of completeness only by diving within. If the wave has to come to know that it is the infinite ocean or the infinite waters, and it is afraid, why are these fellows after me? All these waves are after me. That tide is coming to devour me. I have to save myself. Oh, Bhagwan, please help me. And it goes within, like you did just now after chanting Trayambakam Yajame. Give me immortality. It also said, give me immortality. I don't want to die. I want to realize my essential nature before these crooks all around called waves, they come and push me to the shore, or they devour me. There is a bigger wave called tide, or there is a tsunami coming, or there is a whirlpool coming. See, big one. Oh, save. And he goes in. When he goes in, surrenders to the Lord, ocean. When he surrenders to the ocean, if he has a belief that it is the Lord, he will go to that abode. But actually speaking, he becomes one with water. The shape of the wave will continue, but the person who was be feeling that I am a wave is vanished. He is merged into the merged means that individuality is dissolved, and it's in its place the infinity is expressing now. This is our journey. Recognize this. Don't get lost. So here he says Brahman, because in association with the beginningless Maya, these many souls are manifested from this eternal self, and this is going to go on. Our Shastras say every day of this creation, innumerable number of species are getting created. Innumerable number of species are going out of creation. Innumerable. Human being can never work out the complete understanding. Can you count all the waves on the ocean? Can you count? But if you know the water, or you be the ocean, become one with the ocean, do you need to count? Because you know you are everything. Then there's no need to count. See? These many souls are manifested from this eternal self. This is an eternal phenomena. As long as the sun is there, day and night will continue eternally. As long as the water is there, ocean and wave will appear eternally. As long as the mind is there, dreams will happen every night. If a person is unprepared, is not purified, it will go on. If you are born as a human being, you will go through waking, dream, deep sleep, eternal, as long as this life is. No, you cannot stop them. Does the realized master, he also sleeps. Realized master also feels hunger. Realized master also wakes up every morning. But he is not. He is watching. Where is the waking, dream and sleep? Is it in the eternal self or is it in the mind? He allows the mind to go through the cyclical waking, dream and deep sleep. But he doesn't identify the waking to become a waker. He doesn't identify with the dream to become the dreamer. He doesn't identify with the sleep to become the sleeper. He remains ever watchful, ever vigilant. स एतद्वा भगवन् स नित्यो विकारयोगेन करोति विश्वं तथा तत्शक्तिरिति स्म मन्ये तथार्थयोगे च भवन्ति वेदाः. The Supreme Self, Bhagavan, who is eternal with his own modifications, creates the world and his potentiality. Maya Shakti cannot function if the Ishvara is not there. She has got no independent existence. See how I explain in my classes? Ishvara and Maya. That is at the totality level. At the individuality level, what is Ishvara and what is Maya? Individuality level, huh? Tell me, think. At the individual level, Ishvara is the Purusha, the conscious principle, and Shakti is the mind principle. What are you made up of? Purusha Prakriti, isn't it? So who is the Purusha principle? The one who is untouched, uncorrupted, unchanging. That's the Purusha principle within you. Who knows every day waking, dream, deep sleep are coming and going. That fellow we are talking about. The witnessing consciousness. And what is the Shakti principle? The mind principle. What is it? That which is continuously changing. Sometimes it appears as waking, sometimes it appears as dream, sometimes it appears as sleep. In other words, sometimes it is manifest as waking and dream, sometimes it is expressing as unmanifest. The nature of Shakti at our mind level is manifest and unmanifest. Just like we told you in the beginning of the first class, death is nothing but unmanifestation. There is nothing called death. It's only unmanifestation. So whatever Maya Shakti had created, this body, etc., it is making it unmanifest. It's going back to the 5 elements. That's what is told here. But the Shakti cannot function without the Purusha, the Ishvara. Similarly, our mind as a principle cannot function without the Purusha principle. This is the rule. But what is happening? The Purusha is identifying with the Shakti, identifying with the Shakti and losing the plot. Shiva never, he is in love. He doesn't see Shakti as separate to himself. He is Ardhanari Ishvara. But if Shakti is expressing or not expressing, Shiva does not cry. He does not complain. He ever remains as Shiva. If Shakti goes and emulates herself as Sati, Shiva remains. Initially in the story it showed that he's in pain, and but eventually he goes into meditation. waits for the Shakti to remanifest as Parvati. So what is that? Who is that Shiva within you who is waiting for the waking to come next day? Again it will come. But be that rather than get identified. So here Bhagwan, who is eternal with his own modifications through his Maya, creates the world, and out of him the potentiality has come, and that potentiality at the at the tamasic level expresses as space, air, fire, water, earth. At the rajasic level expresses as the senses. At the sattvic level expresses as the mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankar. See? And this conglomeration of these three, sattva, rajas, tamas, is this body. The Maya does all the job. I am taking Adhyatma Ramayana. We started about 2 years ago. In that, Ramchandraji is sitting on his throne. He has been done, Pattabhishek has happened, and after he has killed Ravana, and Sitaji is standing there, and all the Rishi Munis are standing there, and they are singing Om Sahasra Shirsha Purusha, etc. And Sitaji just gives a sly smile. They said, suddenly they stopped. They said, why are you doing? Don't you like we are singing the glory of your husband? He is the Lord himself. She says, okay, you finish your job, then I'll tell you. They finish everything. He says, now tell us. They're still standing, ready to curse. All the rishis. Sita says, because of Ramchandraji, I am there, the Shakti, Sitaji Shakti. But Ramchandraji is the non-doing principle. He was born because I gave him birth. That eternal self, eternal consciousness, because of me, he appeared as Ram. I made him grow. I made him kill Ravana. I made him study. I made him do everything. And you are singing his glory. And then, you may not have heard this, then she gives a challenge. He has killed a Dashanan. He has killed Dashanan. Who is Dashanan? Ravan. Who is under the clutches of the 10 senses. 2 nostrils, 2 eyes, 2 lips. Let him kill Sahasranan, then I will believe. Sahasranan was born in Australia. Dashanan was born in Sri Lanka. That time Lanka, not Sri Lanka. And the story goes in Adbhuta Ramayana, not in Adhyat, in Adbhuta Ramayana, that Ramchandraji is now kidnapped. First Sitaji was kidnapped, now Ramchandraji gets kidnapped. And Sitaji goes. Similar story. And she takes the form of the Kali and destroys the Sahasranan. It is easy to control your 10 senses, difficult to control your mind. Sahasranan is the mind, with infinite number of beings in your mind. In a physical level, you can only interact with so many people. But at the mental, in the mind, so many personalities are there, so many people are there, so many options are there, endless. Should I not? Should I? See, that is only, you can overcome that only by invoking the Shakti. Same thing in Kenopanishad. All the gods, they defeat the Asuras and they are singing their glory. Man, you saw how many I killed. Fire said, you saw how I burned them. Water said, you saw how I drowned them. Vayu said, you saw how before they could lift their sword, they were dried up. And suddenly there was a Akashvani. And the Akashvani said, you guys are so pompous. Let me see how much power you have. The air is a blade of grass. Let me see if you can destroy it. And one by one, all the gods went and tried to destroy it. The fire could not burn it. Same mantra, no, in Bhagavad Gita. The fire could not burn it. The water could not wet it. The air could not dry it. And when everyone has, then they go to Indra. Their boss is Indra. They say, Indra, man, what is this going on? We just became victorious, and now someone is challenging us, and we have got defeated by the. He didn't fight with us, but he just gave a blade of grass, and we can't do anything. Indra says, Acha, ऐसी बात है. He took his vajra and went there. Then when he saw that blade of grass, for one moment, for only 1 microsecond, he saw the Yaksha Purusha. And very next moment, the picture, the form of the Lord vanished. Only the blade of grass was there. He unmanifested his vajra and he stood there with, all of them went with haughtiness. I'm going to destroy this. Indra, that's why he's the king. He goes with folded palms. He said, you must be someone great. I just saw you, but then you are not showing yourself to me. Please reveal yourself to me. And he became focused, single-pointed in wanting to have darshan of who is this Purusha, Ishvara, or Yaksha Purusha. And at that time, that Brahman is eternal, Brahman is formless, Paramatma has got no form. Then Uma Parvati comes. She says, he is my husband. He has got no form. But I'll tell you about him. And she gives him a discourse on what his qualities are and who is he. Just like Sita ji says, everything that Ram is because of me. All qualities, all attributes, all forms, all abilities, all potentialities are expressing because of me. But I cannot express without him. See how beautiful relation. This is the relationship between husband and wife. This is the relationship between two human beings. This Sanat Sujata ji is saying, after having studied all the scriptures, Sanat Sujata ji is the Sanat Kumaras. He is saying, this is what I accept from the scriptures. Choice is yours. You accept the Karma Kand, you accept the Upasana Kand, or you accept the Vedanta. Choice is yours. We have also done puja, we have also done havan, not as perfectly as he does. My purpose was not that. My purpose was to realize. Purpose is still to realize the eternal one. It is not to attain anything else in this world. I still do japa, but while doing japa, where is my attention? On the japa. No, I am watching. That mind is so programmed. The moment I sit all the time, if I am not talking, japa is going on involuntarily in my mind. Who is doing it? Am I doing it? This is what I accept. So is the authority of Vedas on this. And this I am not saying out of my own free will. Sanat Sujata is saying this is because the Vedas also say it. Whatever I have said is from the authority of the scriptures. And when we say scriptures, it is the Vedas. We'll conclude here because another question is coming. Choice is given to us. This is what I accept. You don't accept it, go your way. Face the consequences. No, I am going to put 2 spoons of sugar in my tea. You have got diabetes. You will get problem. If you take sugar, your sugar will... If you don't take it, maybe it will come down. This is what I accept. No, I am going to do what? Who are you to tell me what I have to do? I am an independent person. I got a free will. I will do what I want. Go. Face the consequences. Exactly the same way here. This is what I accept. I am not imposing it on you, Dhritarashtra. Or as a teacher, as a speaker here, the scripture is not imposing it on us. Sanat Sujata ji is saying, I accept it. You accept it or not. And it is up to you and face the consequences of your options that you have selected. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Sit quietly for a moment. Just take one thought that grabs your imagination, naturally appears in your mind, and stay with it. Hari Om.